to the Golden State Warriors News Today channel. Take the opportunity to leave that like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go to today's news.
What's up, Dub Nation? This is Warriors News Fan Update, bringing you another hot analysis from behind the scenes of the NBA. Now, tell me, have you ever imagined LeBron James wearing a Warriors jersey and forming a historic duo with Stephen Curry? Well, this possibility has been generating a lot of buzz as the February 6th trade deadline approaches. But does this really make sense? Let's dive into this idea and explore what could happen. The reality is that Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka will certainly receive calls from various franchises interested in LeBron. Among them, teams like the Houston Rockets, who are looking for a final piece to contend for the title. With LeBron's contract expiring in 2026, acquiring the star now would be a bold move, but one with immediate and long-term potential. But the big question for us Warriors fans is, what would it take to bring LeBron to Golden State? And more importantly, would the Lakers be willing to let go of their biggest star? Do the Warriors have a real chance of getting LeBron? The first barrier in this scenario is LeBron's no-trade clause. He would have to accept any move, and we know that he always thinks strategically before making such a major decision. But if he opened this door, what could the Warriors offer? Golden State might not have the best first-round picks like Houston or San Antonio, but still, the franchise could be one of the few options that would truly interest LeBron. After all, his admiration for Stephen Curry is no secret. Now, imagine these two monsters together on the court. It would be a true spectacle. To make this trade work, the Warriors would have to include names like Andrew Wiggins and Jonathan Kuminga, along with expiring contracts. And who knows, maybe even involve a third team to balance the numbers and make the trade possible. Now, let's reflect together. We know that the Warriors are looking for a second star to maximize Curry's game. But would LeBron be that missing piece? Visualizing the final chapter of two NBA legends joining forces for another title is epic, no doubt. But we also need to analyze the challenges. LeBron James is not just a player, he's a basketball institution. His arrival would change the entire dynamic of the team, and that is not always easy to manage. Plus, there's the age factor. LeBron is still a phenomenon, but he's no longer the explosive young player he once was. His presence would require careful planning to manage his energy throughout the season. Another key factor that cannot be ignored is the emotional and strategic impact within the roster. Players like Kuminga and Wiggins, who have shown great development, could feel displaced. Is it worth giving up promising young talent for a star who, as brilliant as he is in the final stretch of his career? At the end of the day, it all comes down to a delicate balance. If the Warriors can bring in LeBron without compromising the franchise's future, it could be a historic move. But if it means giving up key pieces and betting everything on one season, maybe it's better to reconsider. Now, I want to hear from you, Warriors fans. Would LeBron on the Warriors be the perfect fit to take us back to the top? Or is it an unnecessary risk? Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to know what you think about this possibility. If this trade were to happen, one of the biggest challenges would be understanding how LeBron would fit into Steve Kerr's system. Unlike the dominant playstyle he's had with the Lakers, Cavs, and Heat, the Warriors play with a system based on ball movement, quick cuts, and efficient shooting. LeBron is one of the smartest players in NBA history, but he is used to having the ball in his hands for long periods. Would he be willing to adapt? Think about the dynamics. Curry and Klay would still be the primary shooters, while LeBron could act as a point forward, distributing the ball and facilitating offensive creation. A trio with Curry, LeBron, and Draymond Green would mean an insane combination of basketball IQ and experience, but would also require significant adjustments from all sides. Another important factor, the Warriors' defense. We know that Draymond Green is the team's defensive anchor, but would LeBron, already in an advanced stage of his career, still have the stamina to commit to the defensive intensity that the Warriors system demands? Additionally, with a possible departure of Wiggins and Kuminga, Golden State would lose two of their best perimeter defenders. Would the defense take a hit? The financial factor. Is investing everything in LeBron worth it? We can't ignore the financial aspect of this potential trade. LeBron's contract is expensive, and to make this move, the Warriors would have to give up key salaries to balance the numbers. This could limit future signings and reinforcements, compromising the team's flexibility in the coming years. Additionally, the Warriors are already facing luxury tax challenges. A trade for LeBron would likely keep the team at the top of the NBA's payroll, meaning less room for future moves. If Golden State bets everything on this trade and doesn't win a title, the long-term impact could be concerning. On the other hand, if this trade happened and worked out, we would be witnessing something unique. LeBron James and Stephen Curry on the same team, playing at a high level and contending for another title together. It would be a historic narrative, something that would forever change the NBA. The rivalry between these two has defined the last decade, but imagine seeing them side by side, sharing the court, and joining forces for another championship run. Basketball has already given us epic stories, but this could be one of the most memorable. So, Warriors fans, what do you think? Is it worth betting everything on LeBron James to chase another title? Or would it be better to keep investing in young talent and build a new future for the team? Leave your comments. I want to know your thoughts. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now to Warriors News Fan Update so you don't miss any news about the team. If I could give my honest opinion as a Warriors fan, I'd say that the idea of LeBron James wearing a Golden State jersey is intriguing, but extremely risky. Of course, imagining LeBron and Curry playing together is something any basketball fan would love to see. These two NBA giants have already starred in some of the most exciting finals in history, and seeing them on the same side could be a spectacle. Their basketball IQ, experience, and winning mentality would make the Warriors a feared team in the playoffs. But realistically, this trade doesn't make sense for the Warriors. First, team chemistry. The Warriors' philosophy has always been based on ball movement, quick cuts, and collective style of play. LeBron, as brilliant as he is, has always needed to have the ball in his hands to orchestrate the offense. Could he fit into this system without disrupting the dynamic that has made the Warriors so successful? I have my doubts. Second, the cost of the trade. Would it be worth sacrificing the franchise's future for a player who, despite still being one of the best in the league, is at the end of his career? If this were 2018 or 2019, maybe this trade would make more sense. But today, I believe the Warriors should focus on developing Jonathan Kuminga, strengthening the roster depth, and maximizing the final years of Stephen Curry without completely sacrificing the franchise's future. So if I had to choose, I'd say no to this trade.